Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and I'm just bringing you a little bonus card from the May 2018 card kit, just because if you caught my 10 cards 1 kit video, you'll see the last card that I made was a bit of a gaff because I made a mistake with the punchinella and the sticker maker. So I thought I'd jump in and make another. I've just made a card base in the same way that I always do, by splitting it lengthways and then scoring it halfway down. And then I've picked 2 stitched square dies, one which will fit my stamp in perfectly, and then another one that's slightly larger. And I'm using the waste of my card base, as it were, the other half of the cardstock, to cut the smaller of the squares from. And then I use one of the patterned papers that came in the kit, which is a really nice gold foiling effect, to cut the larger square. Now I'm lining up my stamp, which I did actually originally want to have straight, but I'm really pleased that it didn't fit, and I'm doing it like this now because it works well. I've used my anti-static powder tool there. I lined it up and I Versamark inked it, and I do this twice just to make sure that I've got really nice juicy coverage for my heat embossing. And here I'm using the Love from Lizzie Golden Crown embossing powder that came as part of the kit, and then heat setting that. I am using tweezers because the tile is quite small and I didn't want to burn my fingers, but also I do, as a side note, find it easier to die cut and then stamp when it comes to putting shapes in the centre of things. It makes it easier, and also I didn't want my heat embossing to get damaged by my die cutting machine. So here you've seen that I've opened my card base out, I've put the patterned paper where I wanted it to go, and I've lined up my sentiment accordingly, which is just the little "for you" from the stamp set. Inked it up a couple of times with Versamark, and I've also heat set that. So now I'm using my ATG on the reverse of the patterned paper. This is a really quick and simple card, but this is sort of like my go-to style. I really do like these sorts of basic cards. And please excuse the fact that I'm not always in the centre of the shot. I've got a new camera set up here and I'm just trying to get used to it, so please bear with me until then. I'm creating a belly band here out of some of the ribbon that came in the kit, and I'm just using some mini glue dots to attach the ribbon down. I do use the lines on the grid mat just to make sure that it's nice and straight, because with ribbon it will really show up even if it's slightly wonky. So I attach both sides down on the front, and I'm using some pop-up glue dots, which are new to me, so I thought I'd give them a try. I was given some at Creativation and I do actually really quite like them, and I've put quite a few on to support it well because of the warping. And that's my card. Until next time my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed it. Happy paper crafting. Bye!